What's up guys, Houndish here with Planet Destiny, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Badger CCL Scout Rifle, another Year 1 weapon that was brought up in the April update and now drops from Vanguard packages. So we'll go over the stats and everything like that, but first let's take a look at the roll that I'm using. So in the sights we have Red Dot ORS, Focus Lens FL5 and True Sight IS. Moving on, we have Crowd Control, Perfect Balance. We also have Feather Mag for faster reload and Rifle Barrel for increased range and slower reload. And finally we have Hidden Hand. So Badger CCL is our 27 rate of fire and 61 impact variety of scout rifle, in the same archetype as Jade Rabbit, Call of Untitled Duty and all other highest impact scout rifles. The base magazine is 14 rounds, and for the stats, the base range of the weapon is 77, which is slightly lower than the aforementioned weapons in this archetype, but is still a respectable stat. We have a base stability of 40, which is fairly good compared to other hard-hitting scout rifles, and a reload speed of 57, which is also at the upper end for this archetype. A few more stats before we move on. We have an aim assist stat of 39, which is respectable compared to most legendary 27-61 scouts, and the recoil direction is 75, which is fairly typical. This weapon kicks up and slightly to the left. Now we have those stats out of the way, how does the weapon handle? Well, it's very solid in PvP. As always, this kind of scout rifle performs best as a ranged weapon. The combination of the range and impact means you'll take people down very quickly at longer ranges. If you land those crits, you'll absolutely shred with this weapon. Obviously, you'll have to work harder to perform well in close range engagements against fast firing or higher flinch weapons, but as I've said many times, I love how you can pick people off so fast on larger maps with this kind of weapon. Badger CCL does its job very well, and by the way, you're going to see 73 critical damage and 49 body shot damage in PvP. Overall, this is a very solid option of scout rifle in this archetype. I can't strictly say it's better or worse than the other members of its family, but it's absolutely worth your attention if you get one dropped. The solid roll of this is essentially as good as any other high impact scout rifle you'll find. Speaking of weapon rolls, you can roll any bonuses compatible with the scout rifle, so there's a lot of potential here. In your first column, I'd look out for life support, triple tap, zen moment or crowd control. In the middle column, I'd prioritize stability, so perfect balance, braced frame or possibly small bore. Losing range is a bit of an issue on this weapon, but you could always go with injection mold or hand laid stock if you're out of other options. And in the final column, Outlaw, Third Eye if that's your thing, Hidden Hand, reactive reload would be pretty awesome on this weapon, or you can use your ability buffs like Grenadier or Army of One, which are fairly reasonable bonuses. These are of course my top tier choices for this weapon. There are a lot more that you can roll with. So there you go guys, Badger CCL, a really nice solid scout rifle for PvP and PvE. Of course, they can be a little bit tricky to get out of those Vanguard packages, the drop rates are pretty low, but let us know down below if you've been lucky enough to pick one of these things up. If you have enjoyed the video, a like is always appreciated. But for now, my name is Houndish, I'll catch you guys very soon.